Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to the Sweetwater Minute. Today I wanted to take a look at a new amp. Actually, this amp was announced last year at the Winter NAMM show. It's just starting to ship. We've just started getting them in quantity here at Sweetwater, and that's the brand new Marshall Class 5 amplifier. Let me give you a quick tour of this amp. The Marshall Class 5 is an all-tube amplifier. It's very compact. It puts out 5 watts through one EL84 power tube, has 2 ECC83 preamp tubes, and it's actually manufactured at Marshall's headquarters in the UK. It uses a special 10-inch Celestion speaker, and the controls are very simple. It's very straight ahead. It's basically based on the idea behind the old Bluesbreakers amplifiers that were out in the early 60s. As far as controls go, there's only 5 on this amplifier. There's a power switch, there's a volume control, bass, mid, and treble controls. To get more distortion, you turn up the volume control. There's no master volume. When the volume's down, it's clean. When it's up, it's dirty. That's basically the way the whole thing works. Now, there are a couple other features. There's a built-in headphone amp, so if you want to practice silently, you can plug into the back, still get that tone, but it's coming through headphones, so you aren't bothering anybody else in the room. There's also an external speaker output. It's a 16-ohm output, so you can actually use it to drive a Marshall 4x12 cabinet. So I thought what we'd do today is take a listen to this amplifier using 3 different guitars. I want you to hear the variety of tones it's capable of producing, the variety of gain levels it can crank out, and what it sounds like with different pickups. Let's start with a Straightahead Stratocaster. This is a Fender Roadhouse Strat, has 3 single coils, maple neck, a good straightforward Stratocaster. Let's listen to it clean. I've got the volume set between 3 and 4 on the dial. The tone controls are set right at 12 o'clock. They're right at 5, so they're not boosting or cutting. Now I'm going to turn the volume control up to about 50% so you can hear what it sounds like with a little bit of crunch in the tone. Now let's listen to the Stratocaster with the gain turned all the way up on this amp. I'm still going to leave the tone control set at 5 so it's a balanced tone, but you'll hear as much output and as much distortion as this amp is capable of cranking out by itself. But even with that much gain, when we pull back on the volume control, we can clean the sound right up. So all I've done is turn down the guitar volume. We've still got the gain all the way up on the amplifier. The next guitar I'd like you to hear through this amp is the Fender Highway 1 Telecaster. Once again, a Straightahead Telecaster, bridge pickup, maple neck, standard bridge. Let's hear what it sounds like through the Class 5. We'll use the same settings for the Telecaster that we just used for the Stratocaster. I'm going to begin by setting the volume between 3 and 4. The tone controls are all set right straight up to 5. Let's move the amp's volume control up to 5. Again, we'll leave the tone controls right straight up at 5 as well. Let's finish up with the Telecaster by cranking the volume knob up to 10. Let's finish up our triumvirate of tone by taking a listen to the Class 5 with an Epiphone Les Paul. This is a Les Paul standard, 2 humbuckers, Straightahead Les Paul. Let's hear what that sounds like through the Class 5. So as before, I'm going to start out with the volume control set between 3 and 4. The tone controls are still straight up at 5. Let's increase the volume up to 5, get a little more crunch in the sound, and hear what that sounds like. And we'll finish up with the Les Paul by cranking the gain all the way to 10. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Marshall Class 5 amplifier. This is an incredible little amp. For studio use, it's perfect because the volume's not too loud. Basically, it's about as loud as I'm talking in this room right now, even when it's wound all the way up. It sounds great with a lot of different guitars. There's a lot of tonal flexibility. I mean, we haven't even started working with the tone controls yet. All we've been doing is playing with the volume knob. And of course, you can run it through an external speaker as well if you want an even bigger, chunkier sound out of it. But it's very portable, it's lightweight, it's quiet, gets a lot of great sounds. It's a true Marshall. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Marshall Class 5. I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me for the Sweetwater Minute.